What's up, guys? Your boy Jalen, and welcome back to Jalen
It's the National
Channel.
Football League, presented by EA
May
Sports.
20.
Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Breeze now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
What?
Completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 39 that time. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Thank you.
So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point.
To let you know, they cheating, man.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Oh!
What a juke into space. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Oh, run at that.
Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Brushing off
Let's
the
go.
fingers, and all the
Let's
way
go.
inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a lot of good on that play.
My bad, I scraped it.
Into the secondary, but how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to run. Here's Conner. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 2-yard line.
The offense for the NFC back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on second down, this is Gurley.
Damn,
and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Von Miller of the Broncos there to get him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The AFC offense making their way back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman, to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
He wide open.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown.
Let's go.
DeAndre Hopkins, 49 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
DeAndre Hopkins.
AFC.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through by Myers. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown.
I didn't get ready. I found.
Set now to kick
Back
this one
hit.
away, and off it goes.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. The left side completion to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC.
Fumble.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your knee, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. And any
start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Connor. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Oh, my God. No, I got it.
So we're at halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
15-37.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Hold on.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Oh, I took it home. I took it home. I took it home.
Touchdown.
I took it home.
Andre Roberts.
Situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Outside kicks.
Oh, and I think he got it. Yes, they
Let's
did.
go.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Connor.
So much of the game today.
Oh, I ran both of them over.
Guys who can do a combination
Oh,
of
my
jobs.
God.
And he will take this in for an AFC touch.
Oh, man, they gotta see this.
James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. J.J. Watt of the Texans there on the tackle.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an
one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about...
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays
Why the
accordingly,
only team
because
is running 2
what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Offensively, they like their situation. Got downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
The 20. And touchdown. James Conner, 54 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Also kicks.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I really don't got nothing to say, y'all.
For this third quarter of action, we'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready? Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He was taken down by the Texans' Jadeveon Clowney. The numbers for the NFC on third down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And Jones has it over the middle. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Myers connects on the PAT. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the... Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay,
and the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And as it looks right now, granted you have to include the years where the legends pick the squads, but this NFC team is going to have a chance to come away victorious for the first time since January of 2013.
It's almost going to be like you hear in college. We hear the chant of SEC all the time because they take such great pride in their conference. I think you hear the NFC chant coming from those guys on the sidelines now. Would you say the first time since 2013? That's a long time for these guys, and they've taken a lot of ribbing from those guys in the AFC.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for watching my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.